Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Hey, today we're checking out the CRKT Ruger follow-through. Now this is the larger of the two. There is a compact version of the follow-through as well. Obviously, as the name says, slightly smaller, but today we're looking at the big boy. The Ruger follow-through made by CRKT knives for Ruger. Now guys, I have to be honest. And you know what? I gotta apologize too. Unfortunately, I've had the follow through for quite some time, and it kind of got buried and pushed back. But a while back, when I asked for some people to request some knives to be reviewed, the follow through was definitely one. There was a couple of people that wanted to take a look at it. I ordered it, I had it, and then it just kind of got pushed off and buried a little bit. So I do apologize for that, for those of you that did request a review of the follow through. But hey, here it is. I hope you enjoy it. Let's zoom out. Let's take a look. Now, first thing you're going to notice right off the bat is that sort of diamond texturing on that GRN handle. Now, as you know, that kind of texturing, you find that a lot on firearm, pistol handles or rifle stocks. You find that type of texture quite frequently on firearms. So very, very, fitting that it's a Ruger knife and it basically has that type of pattern on it. Got a stainless pocket clip. And look at that. That's a heck of a standoff. It is reversible, so two position, right or left hand. Not overly deep carry, but it definitely have some lefty love. So hey, lefties rejoice on that. You do have a stainless back spacer to fit those stainless liners as well. We'll definitely come back to talk about that. But that diamond texturing, I mean, holy smokes. You definitely got some grip on that. Wow. You got some pretty aggressive, I guess you could call that jimping, underneath the flipper tab there. Overall, everything's milled out pretty darn well. Everything's chamfered pretty darn well. I mean, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. As I said, it is a flipper. You do have some jimping, but really with the angle of the flipper tab, to be perfectly honest with you, the jimping is really a moot point. And then if you look at it, yeah, it's just really there kind of. It's just more for decoration. Because the angle of the flipper tab, yeah, jimping is pretty much useless, for the lack of a better word, on that flipper tab. Centering, how's it look? Pretty darn good. Yep, pretty darn good. Flipper, good solid light switch motion, and it comes out no problem. Yeah, you're not gonna push button this one. But like I said, the angle of the flipper tab makes it pretty easy to deploy. Action, I mean, it's pretty much droppy. It's going now. In all fairness, it is pretty easy. The detent, it's pretty easy to fail, but a nice, solid, nothing crazy flip, and it comes right out for you. Got a nice, kind of, sorta, it's kind of like I personally kind of call it a drop point blade. You could probably call it a clip point if you really wanted to, but they have it listed as a drop point, and that's pretty much what I see it as, kind of at a drop point. But you got the venting there. The venting, again, kind of reminiscent of a firearm look. Then again, it is made for Ruger, so that is fitting. Ruger logo there. CRKT logo there. It is a Matthew Lurch design. Definitely. There is your model number right there, R1701. The one thing about this blade that I find very interesting, well, you do have a pretty nice stonewash finish on it, but check that out. a crowned spine, mostly. I'd say probably, you know, 3/4 of the spine is crowned, which I was really, really impressed just at the fact that, I mean, this is pretty much a budget knife, but you guys know that I am a fan of the crowned spine, and I really, really like the way that looks. You do have a nice flat spot there, landing pad for the thumb, so all good in that aspect, but then it does crown out, and yeah, it's not a swedge, it's a crown, and take a look at the tip. Pretty decent, fairly hardy tip on it for sure. I mean, you can really kind of get a look at that crowning that way too. Well, let's check out our choil. Not bad. Not bad. Little bitty smile on that one side. Not so much on that one, but just a tiny one. Actually, it's more of a frown, isn't it? Yeah, it is. More of a frown on that one. Let's get some specs. Good size knife, guys. This is definitely a good size knife. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3/4 fully open. So yeah, it's got some size to it. I mean, your handle's pretty much all of 5 inches, which is going to give you pretty much a 3 3/4 inch blade. And as you can see there, as I measure tip of the handle, I mean, as I measure the blade, it's 3 3/4, but your cutting edge is actually almost a little more because it extends past the top of the handle there. Grip length, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4 point to point. If you really had to, you could probably drop it off a little bit more, but there you go, my 3 3/4 inch hand. Yeah, plenty of room left over. Plenty of room left over for those of you with larger hands. You will be, I think you'll be a little happier with that one. This one, okay, not a hand model knife, okay? We'll just say that right now. But hand fits it just fine. I'm sorry. Y'all were the ones that started saying hand model, so I'm just going with it. Maybe we need a hand model sticker now, too. We have a Holy Smoke sticker, so maybe I should just make a hand model sticker. I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments. 5.2. Definitely has a little bit of weight behind it. It's a larger knife, so it definitely has some weight behind it. 147 grams. The thing I was going to talk about as far as the weight goes, I mean, there's really no milling going on. If we can get you some light in there, there's really no milling, so that would have been a potential for some weight relief. And then well, what do we got? Almost, we'll call it half for good measure. It's not overly wide, it's just, but it is a chunk of stainless steel there, so that's going to add a little bit of weight. So maybe if they would have went with the GRN or something like that, could have reduced a little bit of weight there. Let's check out our carry. Close this up. Making all kinds of mess, knocking stuff around. We're having too much fun here. In and out of the pocket. So it's not bad. Definitely more than our 1/2 inch. I mean, we're pushing 3/4 of an inch there. Pushing definitely 3/4, maybe just a hair more. So you do have a little bit of exposure. Now, that's where that diamond texture kind of comes into play. As you can see, so, you know, all of you that take a little bit of sandpaper or whatever and either brush that down a little bit so it's not quite as, you know, aggressive on that. But this clip's is pretty stout. It's a pretty stout clip. So, yeah, in and out of the pocket, it definitely great retention. It's not going in once you get it there. It's not going anywhere. A little bit in and out of the pocket, yeah. A little rough, couldn't be. You're definitely going to cause some wear to the old jeans with that one, unless you do a little bit of modification on it. Overall, guys, what do I think? What do I like? What do I don't like? As always, we'll start with what I like. It feels, overall ergonomics, not bad. Let's check we didn't take a look at that. We do have a nice access for the liner though. We didn't look at that, but it's good. Overall in hand, not bad. I can feel that clip a little bit. Nothing major. Not probably a hot spot for me. Potential maybe for someone else. I think just because of my hand size and stuff and how it hits me, it's not bad at all. The blade, I do like the blade. The venting, choil's done good. I do like the crown spine. I think that just looks really, really nice. No, you're not going to be striking many ferro rods, at least with this portion. This portion, you're probably going to have, if you want to make it a ferro rod knife, you're going to have to hit it with a file just a little bit. Oh, I didn't tell you, 8CR13 on that blade. 8CR13 MOV, shout out to 8CR13 MOV. Shout out to Ray, Everyday City Carry. Where's those t-shirts at, man? We need the t-shirts. But overall, blade is good. I mean, we do have some billboarding, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, does that affect how the knife cuts? No, not really. What do I not really care for on this knife? Well, this GRN right here has that really, really plasticky feeling. And unfortunately, when it has that plasticky feeling, it does feel a little cheap, just my opinion. Just throwing it out there, but it does a little bit. And then again, like I said, with the texturing on it, the texturing gives you some great grip. Don't get me wrong. But along with that great grip, you're going to have some great grip on your jeans. Pocket clip, it's stout. Very stout clip. So might have to do a little bit of modification there. Filler plate. Yeah, I would like to see a filler plate. It makes it look a lot cleaner, guys. You give us a little GRN filler plate to put in there. Of course it would look really good with panhead screws, flat, flush, but there you go. It is what it is. Overall, not a bad knife. Detent, a little weak on that detent. It's easy to fail, but I mean, at the same token, it's pretty easy to flip as well. No, we're not even going to do that. But overall, what price? What are we talking about price? $22. $22 on the full size follow through. So, I'm sorry, $27. Misspoke, guys. $27 on the full size follow through. So GRN 8CR13. Yeah, I mean that's pretty right there in the ballpark as far as price range. Blue gave it a 7.5. A lot of things we like, but there's room for improvement. It's a budget knife, guys. So not gonna make everybody happy, but 7.5, decent enough rating for the CRKT follow through. And again, guys, I'm very sorry for those of you that requested this. I have had it for a while, but yeah, it kind of got buried. So yeah, my apologies. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you see the review. Those of you that wanted to take a look at it. It was one that I got with my affiliation through Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So it is going to be given away on the channel at some time, someplace. That's just what we do here at BigRedEDC. So thank you guys very much for checking out the CRKT Ruger follow through with me. The large one, not the compact. This is the large one. Always appreciate it, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.